guys, so today is March 23rd, 2017, and I am on my way to my frozen embryo transfer, and I'm stuck in traffic. I gave myself pretty much like an hour and about an hour and 10 minutes to get here, and that would be with me getting there about 15 minutes early. And now it's saying I'm gonna get there 1 minute later than I planned. And this should have been like a 40 minute ride. So I started to get a little anxious, and I'm trying to stop any negative thinking. So anyway, today's the transfer. The reason I started with the date is because it is exactly 2 years to the day. My nurse actually checked from when I had my very first IUI back on March 23rd, 2015. So it's been 2 full years on this, actively trying to conceive. I'll say it's been longer on the journey since I started preparing before my first IUI, but I am mixed with anxiety, which I'm trying to not feed into, and feeling very optimistic. The fact that it's 2 years to the day, maybe that's like a good sign, and everything is aligning perfectly. So the endocrinologist called me and told me that my thyroid hormones are optimal for pregnancy, which is great. They had gotten a little high, and they had increased my dose of Synthroid a few weeks, I guess beginning of the year. So I guess a couple months now, and they said to stick with that dose. And they also let me know that my A1C had come down. It was at 5.6, which means I am technically no longer pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic range is 5.7, or I think it's between 5.7 and 8. I think over 8 is actually diabetic. Guys, I hope it's not too much glare. Sorry. So that's great news. As you guys know, I ended up with 4 embryos to freeze, and they were all AA or AB. And my reproductive endocrinologist, that's the RE, fancy name for the fertility doctor, called me a couple days ago and asked me which embryo did I want to transfer. So she gave me the choice of what did she say? 2, 4, or 5. I guess 1 is the one they already put in, and then I guess 3. I don't know why she didn't say 3, but anyway, 2, 4, or 5. So I guess she was just going by the ones that were AA rated. So I chose 4 because my mom's birthday was December 4th. And when choosing numbers, you know, you pick one that's, I don't know, means something. And that one, number 4, was rated at AA. And that was it's one of the ones that they didn't think was going to pull through, but actually did on and was frozen on day 6. So I hope that's a good thing, meaning that it's a fighter and it's gonna get, you know, in and implant and everything really well. So my cousin is supposed to meet me here, which is nice that she wants to come along. She came along on the last transfer, and hopefully she'll do a little video recording for me so you guys can see the transfer. Though I imagine it'll be just like the other one. So what else? So I showed you guys before, I'm wearing my special necklace, and it has my mom's wedding rings on it, and I'm wearing one of her rings. This necklace was the first piece of jewelry that my dad ever gave my mom, And right before my first IUI, my mom gave it to me, and she said that way my dad could be with me while I was doing this, because she was there in person. And now wearing both their jewelry, just like, you know, feel close to them. And you know, I'm not superstitious or anything. I'm a Christian, so I believe in prayer. And I grew up mostly Adventist, and which we kind of believe when you pass away, you just kind of sleep till Jesus comes. So I really don't believe necessarily like that her spirit or ghost is in the room with me, but it's just nice to think of them. And you know, all of this stuff can be stressful, so I like to do kind of sentimental or fun things to kind of keep it light and positive. So that's why I wear the jewelry. And then I wear they call them insemi socks, so I'll buy like some special socks. So I'll try to I'll put a picture of that in here as well. So now it's saying, because I'm still, you guys can tell I'm just like inching along. Now it's saying I'm going to get there 5 minutes later than I planned, and I am 16 minutes away. About 20 minutes ago I was 18 minutes away. So hopefully things will pick up soon with this traffic. Don't really want to be late, but then on a positive, I was thinking maybe I'm late because it's giving the embryo a little more time. Maybe it'll start to hatch a little bit before it's transferred, which I think would be good. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm going to continue the video with the transfer, and I'll show you guys the picture of my embryo at the end. And I've not got any weird calls or anything from the clinic, so I'm assuming that my embryo thawed beautifully and everything, and there's no issues. So anyway, stay tuned. Progesterone shots. And I did it in my leg once, and it was horrible. It's still hurting 3 days later. So the ones, like, they say your butt, but it's really higher, right? Yeah, a little bit. They don't hurt at all.
Does it go into a muscle or muscle?
It's in a muscle. Allergies to anything today? And your cousin, what's your name?
Sheree. S-H-E-R-R-A-E.
Thanks for coming along.
Thanks for having me.
Just quick.
Okay.
What is this? 143 over 75. It's a little high. Do you have to pee? Yeah. It's normal. Yeah, I'm supposed to, right? Alright, so you're going to rest today and tomorrow. Right up for the next 2 weeks. Nothing strenuous or high impact. Okay. Watch your lifting, nothing over 25 pounds. Okay. No intercourse orgasm for 2 weeks. Okay. No alcohol moving forward, and watch your caffeine. Caffeine's okay in moderation. A cup of coffee isn't going to hurt you, so if you're not a coffee drinker. Cramping, spotting, bleeding, bloating, fatigue, breast tenderness, all normal typically from the meds. Meds continue, nothing changes. Pregnancy test will be the 5th. So is there any chance, since, you know, I have a lot of padding, that the needle is not getting into the muscle? I think it's getting into the muscle. All right. That's the only thing I think of. Like, I hope it's getting there. I think we did a lining check for you, and you were doing your estrogen shots, correct? Well, no, the estrogen, I just did a tablet. You just did the tablet? Yeah. Okay. And the lining was good. Okay. So then I started a progesterone after that. So. I think you're okay. Okay. I think you're getting where you need to go. All right. So you're doing the Del estrogen shot then. You're going to continue your estrace. And progesterone, you're not taking Lovenox, you're not doing prednisolone, nothing? No, just the progesterone. Okay. Oh, and baby aspirin. Baby aspirin. I am doing that. That continues. Okay, yeah, I was wondering about that. That continues. That doesn't stop. Okay. We're going to sign. Okay.
What is the concern about no sex for 2 weeks, is it?
It's really not a concern. Like, most people at this stage of pregnancy have no clue that they're even
Right.
pregnant, so they continue doing whatever they need to do. Intercourse and orgasm can cause uterine contractions. And then the contractions, push things. It's not bad or dangerous. It really isn't.
But I guess it's like if you've invested so much in this.
We're gonna give you every.
Why even?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want her to look back and be like, I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's more for like mental well-being.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
It's gonna work this time, so it's gonna be no looking back.
At this stage of the game, it's biology. Like you did what you could do. We're gonna put the embryo back. We could do, and that's it.
Yeah.
And we're just doing one this time too?
Yes, only just gonna be one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me put some stuff in the bag.
Okay.
And then he'll be in.
Yep. So they let me pick which embryo, like by number. She's like, do you want 1? No, what did she say? 2, 4, or 5? Because I guess 1 they already put in, and I think 3 was rated AB. All the rest were AA. So I think the first letter is the grade of the outside of the actual part that'll be the baby, and then the second is I think the part that will end up being like your placenta and all that. So they were all graded AA or or AB. So those 3 I guess were AA. So I picked 4. I was like, well, that's my mom's birthday, so it's like, of those numbers, which ones would be significant? 4 would be for her birthday, or 2, but that's my dad's birth month.
My dad's birth month is 4.
Yeah, I know, this is soon, like the 20-something?
28th of April.
Yeah, I always know it's near the pen release.
So it's 4 4s.
Yeah, so I picked 4. With the first, then I was like, oh, like, why she let me pick? Because then you feel hope you
responsible.
Pick the right one, right, but whatever.
So, are you done recording? You're going to keep going?
Follow Abby, she'll show you the way to go.
Here we go.
Yep.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay.
After you. Ground stool for you.
Here we go. Okie doke.
And Valerie here wants to see your bracelet. Whenever you're ready, you're allowed to go on.
Those good luck socks you have on there. I love it. Shamrocks and rainbows. Nice.
You look Irish.
My birthday is vacation.
She actually,
I know, we saw
she's actually she is. She's 10% according to her 23andMe.
You actually remember that?
Yeah, you are, because I know, like, our last name is Hartridge, and it's shortened to Hardy. So, it was funny, but it's true. 10%.
Oh.
Good. Okay, good job.
Sorry, lots of pressure.
Scan left, right. Yep, keep going. Whatever you're doing, you go that way. Just right there. Go that way.
Why can't I zoom? I want to zoom, and I'm having a hard time.
Right there. No, right there. Got it?
Got it.
Okay.
That's the uterus there. That's your uterus. That's the lining. A very full bottom.
Right? Is it too full?
Okay. Let your knees go all the way out to the sides. You can do it to Abby. She doesn't mind. You can feel the touch on your leg. Let go with some pressure, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 Q-tips to clean, okay? 1, 2, 3. We got this for
That's
less.
great. It's not such a fun distance.
Yep. Okay, we're watching the ultrasound, okay? There's a white line in the middle of the screen. That's my catheter. It's at the very lowest portion of the uterus. There's your name on the wall to the right. That's the name on the bottom of the dish where the embryo is going to go in. Oh, there's your little one. So it's actually hatching out straight towards us. So if you look in the middle of the embryo, there's like a circle, and that's the part that's hatching out. In the middle of that circle is a dense spot, and that's the part that becomes the baby.
Awesome.
Okay.
So it's like hatching from the
It's hatching from the top. Yeah, exactly. We're looking at a two-dimensional picture of a three-dimensional object. Almost there. Now we be serious.
One for Hardy.
One for Hardy.
Yep.
Back and forth now. There you go. You can transfer. Perfect. Did you see that little blip come out the end?
I missed it.
That
I'll
was,
show you guys.
that was the embryo being transferred. Good job.
I'll see it on my video.
That's it, right? I can stop recording? See or no? Yeah? Bye.
The trifectoderm, and that's what becomes the placenta.
So this part here becomes the baby?
Yep. Okay. Yeah. It looks beautiful. It's AA.
Alright. Get
Textbook
comfortable.
perfect graders.
Thank you.
Get comfortable. Yeah, get comfortable in there.
Just a copy of what you signed.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. Cool. Alright, congratulations.
Baby's first.